rounds of matches to play before the season ends. And Sadiq Umar in good form, no doubt about that. Let's hope he keeps it.
Remember, just 2 days ago, Sadiq Umar, of course, was actually extolled in high heavens by Kenneth Omeru. Talked about how good Sadiq Umar is. Got a call up to the national team. So while he was not even scoring, or while he did not score for Nigeria coming to play, he was still scoring there. So even Coach Genetro would still say, okay, even while he still could not make the team, there's still a reason to check out Sadiq Umar once again.
Kenneth talked about how much of a handful he is, and he says the boy is a good striker. And so I think Nigerians should be excited that we have an abundance of talents at this crop of players at this point in time. I mean, a defender like Kenneth Omeru is saying that, look, this guy gave me a bloody nose when we played the last time. And, not literally, though, but, a tough time in the back line. And, I even earned a yellow card playing against him because, I tried everything possible to stop him, and he was a handful. So he says he's one for the future, and he would go on to play for Nigeria, and he thinks Nigeria have found yet another good player.
And for those who may have lost track of Sadiq Umar, he won bronze with Nigeria's Olympic team back in 2016 in Brazil, played for Samson Tiasia then. He was a tall, lanky forward, so he has actually done it for Nigeria before. True Second knows him very well. They were in the same team then as well.
They seem to be having the tall guys this time.
Absolutely, and that should of course also mean something for Nigeria if we're simply able to work on our area duels and area abilities as well. In Belgium, it has not been a great season for David Okereke at Club Brugge, but he has said it only takes for someone to believe in him for everything to change. Okereke has played 783 minutes in the Belgian league and scored only 4 goals. Amid speculation that the club should send him on loan, or could send him on loan rather, or even sell him after a reduced fee, after it cost them €8 million last season. Times are tough. Okereke indeed really not having the best of time.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago cost them €8 million. There were expectations, and that's usually how these things go. And if you're getting a player for that amount of money, you're talking about Club Brugge, who are not so a richer club, could spend that amount of money on a player. They probably saw potential and they had expectations, and unfortunately that has not come to the fore just yet. But let's hope the player keeps giving his best, and you never know how these things could work. But in Spain, Kelechi Nwakali scored as early as the 2nd minute as Alcorcon, played out a 1-1 draw. Yes, his side had to settle for a point and stayed just 1 point above relegation zone in the La Liga 2. Yes, his goal almost secured all 3 points for his side, but a late goal by Blanco, in the 84th minute, saw Alcorcon, of course, share the spoils with Real Oviedo, who themselves have put themselves in a good position, but they still have a few games to clearly put themselves out of the relegation battle. And
one man put himself in good position for consideration as well as the national team is concerned. His name is Francis Uzoho, a Port Nicosia gloves man. Uzoho was indeed a very happy man. Has returned to international duty yesterday. It's been a long time. The last time he played for Nigeria was against Brazil in an international friendly, of course, back in 2019 in Singapore. And after that injury suffered, he's actually been out for the national team. As soon as he actually got back to full fitness, still could not make the national team cut. Finally, got invited. Wasn't goal yesterday for Nigeria. Kept a clean sheet. Uzoho was a composed figure in goal for Nigeria yesterday, and have been out of the team for over a year. Do you think Super Eagles' goalkeeping problem is finally solved? Let's have your take on this as well. Taking out what the fans are saying. We have this posted on our Facebook fan page, and you can also be part of it right on the show. Do you think we have that sorted already? That, of course, is what we have right here at this point in time. Let's have your take. Don't forget, our Facebook fan page is also active and alive. Do you think we have that situation, or that debacle it was at some point sorted or solved? The Super Eagles goalkeeping situation. What Uzoho did yesterday showed that, it
was pretty composed at the back. And I think he's getting his confidence gradually. It's a new ground, Lagos. And I agree, it's just Lesotho, and let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I think he had a decent game, and who knows, the competition is healthy at this level. I mean, there was a time we were talking about not having goalkeepers at all, and Raw has gone to a large extent, credit to the coach as well. He's gone to some places to help comb the corners of this world to get some of these guys to come represent Nigeria, and add that to what we have. It looks like the situation is pretty patched up well enough now for us to manage, and I think it's healthy for the competition. Uzoho's performance yesterday will make Okoye understand that, look, I'm not going to have it so easy, and I need to keep working. But let's quickly take a few comments here. This one from Classic Alaji Fela says, up Super Eagles, I believe Nigeria is still going to come up because we have the players, and I hope with time everything will be okay. Comrade Etim Emmanuel says, yes, the brilliant app, and I'm listening everywhere I go. Thank you. Let's take this on from Sonny Zadok. He says, someone should tell me how to listen to... Okay, just download the app, of course. That's how you can listen.
That from the live feed session. Let's
yes.
go to the comment section. For those joining us on that platform, Jeremiah team says Madiko Akoye still looks like the number one. He's playing in the top flight league and is currently the number one choice in his team. He plays regularly as well. Thank you very much, Jeremiah team. Mustafa King Akorede says, I think the problem is solved for now. Falani Ibrahim says, were they really tested? JP says, yeah, the thing with goalkeepers is that it is one of the only positions where you get better with age, even if you are in your late 30s as well. Kachuku Simon says, yes, so okay, we just need good defenders to back up our post. Wing backs are also good, just a competitor for Zaidu is okay. Shabi Ila says, I'm sure we don't have a goalkeeper problem anymore. We just need defense. That's our main problem now. And it's the central defender that have problem with our RB and LB, left and right back positions. I'm sure they are in good hands as well. We just need a good centre back. If you say we need a good centre back, which of them are you talking about? Is it Truss? Is it Leon? That needs to be replaced.
I don't know. It depends on what the coach is trying to do.
It's actually open. Like Daddy said, he said we need a good centre back. Okay.
I think opportunities will have to be handed to other guys. Let's see what they're offering. I've been particularly impressed with Adarabi Oyo this season, and I think Awaziem also has done a decent job. Kenneth Omeru, unfortunately, is not available, but that's another guy who needs to, find his form again. He's a good player, but there were expectations about how far I thought he would have gone. Haven't seen him play as a rookie at the 2013 Nations Cup in South Africa. Nigeria won that Nations Cup, and he was the new guy there himself, and Godfrey Obabona. They were fresh on the scene, but years later, looks like he's still trying to find his feet, and that's not the sort of future I envisage for the young man. But I think he will get things right. He just needs to find his form again, and then keep his head up and keep working hard, and hopefully he would get things working for him again.
All right, well, that's the more we can take on today's edition of the show, the Nigerian Player Scorecard, right here on your Frequency of Champions. Makes a return once again tomorrow when we come with a fresh package as we continue to keep close tab and be my searchlight on Nigerian players across different parts of the world. All right, don't forget, it is still happening right here. Yes, the big sports breakfast show. I don't go more still to come. Hinko Adele is the name. Victor still very much right here. Anthony still very much as well. And the corner, I was still serving you all right here. Don't go. We'll be right back.
Every day.
Identify your station.
88.9 Brilla FM.
Power of the radio. 88.9 Brilla FM, your number one station. We are simply spectacular. We give it to you, and you like it.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Your jack of one trade,
master of one. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Jack of one trade. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere.
Yes, you can take Brilla with you anywhere, everywhere.
The Brilla app is available for free download on Google Play. It is also there on the Apple iTunes Store. Yes, on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store.
Look out for the Brilla football and microphone logo with the letters BRILA in green colour.
That is our authentic app. It gives you Brilla FM, Brilla.net, BrillaSports.tv, and all the extra betting tips, live score, plus our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, and YouTube posts.
Sports fun. You can post your videos and eyewitness reports.
Brilla, BRILA. Available for download on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere on your handset.
All right, welcome once again. You're still listening to your Frequency of Champions, Sports Radio, AA.Nabrela FM. Let's indeed take a look at the trend. The AFCON qualifiers, or the AFCON is still a trend as well. Nigeria have the ticket punched already. One more ticket still to be punched. And that's the game Sierra Leone against Benin Republic to get to know qualifiers between the two teams, or the two countries as it were. The incident again in Cote d'Ivoire's game against Ethiopia as well is one generating discussion among fans, where the referee collapsed, of course, on the 81st minute mark, and the game had to end at that point in time. Well, they may not have dragged that beyond the incident or beyond what happened yesterday, because nothing would have changed.
That case
is a case of what would I call it now? A failure that would not matter or alter the standing. But it was still a failure.
Yes, I think it was risky. I have a lot of problems with CAF, and I've paid attention to a lot of the things they do. Sometimes we seem to institutionalize anyhowness. It gets to a point where we just ignore some things because we think the smallest of detail doesn't matter. How do you have a game Ivory Coast is playing against another country, and then you put the fourth official, who's an Ivorian, and then the Ghanaian center referee collapses, and then the fourth official cannot enter, of course, as his chances are that he could favor his country.
Yeah.
By virtue of where he's from, you can't even put him in the game, so it doesn't even make sense to want to consider the option at all. And then you now put yourself in a position where people will imagine.
Had Madagascar won their own game, Ethiopia would not have made it. Ethiopia would be crying blue mother.
Yes,
they cannot end that game like that. Ethiopia will say, "Who says we cannot score 3 in the last 10 minutes and qualify and knock Madagascar out?"
On the strength of this, on the backdrop of this international break already, I can count like 4 to 5 mistakes that I have not imagined going into this break. Maybe because my mind was fixed on Nigeria qualifying, and then having to just see African football and monitor a lot of things across the continent. But some of the failures we've seen, we were talking about it over the weekend, and we said, look, let's look at the situation where CAF will also have to be coming down on some of these guys heavily. You don't met out treatments to your opponents, and you just treat them anyhow. Imagine turning off the lights because Nigeria wanted to train in Benin Republic, and all of these things happening. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's petty for me. It doesn't sit well at all. I mean, we cannot be talking of wanting to take football to another level and develop African football. We still put ourselves in a position where we still go cap in hand to other, well-to-do confederations and FIFA in general, asking for help and asking for support all the time. I think CAF as an institution on its own should begin to, well, maybe not exactly rated so, but it's so on paper. They should see their potential and begin to live up to it. It is sad what would have happened. Now, what happened yesterday saved the blushes of what would have been. Because by now, we'll be trying to get into this. Probably if they say, okay, no, the result stands, the guys will say, no, court of arbitration for sports.
The result cannot stand.
We'll go here.
Because it would have altered who qualifies.
I mean,
so yesterday's case was managed because
the same CAF,
even if Ethiopia had won the game, they would not have topped.
It is not beyond them. The same CAF who thought it wise to put an Ivorian as fourth official in the game Ivory Coast were playing would have said, what can you do in 10 minutes? I beg, let's just forget the 10 minutes. And then it becomes a problem. Those ones will now go to court of arbitration for sports, and then, it will keep extending. And we'll probably might see a situation where they will say, okay, because the case is not over, put the Nations Cup on hold. Please, let's not. The anyhowness in some of this part of the world is terrible. I mean, you don't even need to live in Europe to see how some of these things work, or in other climes or confederations to monitor what they do. I mean, South America said, okay, players shouldn't come home because of how COVID has ravaged that part of the world, and their players stayed back. It's not such a big deal to do, and while our case is not as bad, let's not try to make it worse with a lot of human errors and situations that you just need clear thinking to solve these problems, and not going back and forth and taking 2 steps forward and 10 backwards.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Just touching upon the trend as regards the incident that happened in the game between Cote d'Ivoire and Ethiopia. That result would change nothing. But then it was indeed one that did not end, and he just had to end the game like that. And Ethiopia joined the Ivory Coast. Even if Ethiopia had won, the result would change because everything they were able to. It was a case of they were able to sweep this under the carpet because Madagascar did not.
Yes.
So it became irrespective of whatever happens.
Nature had done them the favor before.
So it was easy to just let's just end it like that. There's nothing to think about again. So Blush is saved. The blushes were simply saved yesterday with that particular incident. Don't forget, more would of course to come your way, and that will serve as the bedrock of what is next to come right here as well. We'll be going for a break, after which we come back. We check out, World Cup qualification games. Poland is a trend already. That's simply because later tonight, Poland will take on England in the World Cup qualifiers as well. That game and many other games we'll of course touch on right here on the show, as we indeed get for that break, after which match day will take center stage. We're still very much right here as take you through the motions of that and that as well. And that is actually special because really it just might be indeed getting a direction or a point as to where you can actually get to make or win some money. Don't go. We'll be right back.
Okay.
This is the home of sport.
Sports Radio, 88.9 Brilla FM.
Bisola, can you imagine if you just win 100 million naira? 100 million naira? First, that will change my name from Bisola to Bisola Mele. Hey, Bisola Mele. I say, before you say payment, babes, I don't start that shoe business where I don't dream of sins. I say, girl. Before you know it, babes, I'm gonna open like 4 or 5 extra branches for different parts of town where Sengale. No time to check time. Next thing, my business gonna involve because they travel, they go supply shoes for different parts of the whole wide world. Remember me for your kingdom.
Turn your daydreams into reality and stand a chance to win up to 100 million naira every week with Glow Rewards. Over 70,000 customers have already received cash rewards, and you can be next. Simply dial *777 *6#, then start recharging and start earning big. Visit glowworld.com/Glow Rewards for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Glow Unlimited.
BRILA.
A bigger sports experience just for you on several platforms. Sports Radio 88.9
Brilla FM,
Lagos,
Abuja, and Onitsha.
Enjoy our services on www.brilla.net.
Anywhere, everywhere, and also on our handle at 889 Brilla FM on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Subscribe to Brilla Sports TV on YouTube.
Watch, like, and share our videos. Brilla.
It's a total sports media experience. Anywhere, everywhere.
Good day, sir.
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm very fine, sir. Okay, see the job I don't bring and come.
Okay, everything.
Yeah, everything I did, sir, including the banner and the flyers.
Okay, let me quickly take a look at. Nice one. These flyers are sharp. Yeah, nice one.
Okay, I tell you before, say I go do you well. I don't change the people when I dey work with. Now I dey work with Brilla Press.
You know, I complained the other time. Even my boss complained about everything.
Now make me come change to Brilla Press. Now Brilla Press I dey work with now.
I can see everything. They are very sharp.
You don't need to tell me, okay, anything when you want print, carry and go Brilla Press.
Oh yes, Brilla Press. At Brilla Press, we guarantee you the best in quality printing with up-to-date technology. Our services include idea generation, conceptualization, design and production from cards, calendars, books, magazines, t-shirts, banners and souvenirs. Brilla Press is located at 150 Ikorodu Road at Deboale House, Onyepanu, Lagos. Call us on 070-8860-6282 or 070-8860-6252. For inquiries, email press@brilla.net. Our website is www.brillapress.com.
Brilla Press, on time, every time.
Baby, wake up.
I'm awake. What happened?
When you carry me from my papa house, enter this our house, you promise me say you no go lie and cheat on me.
Lie and cheat, ke?
You're lying, no. No be 3k data per month they do for the two of us. Eh? Why be say when my own finish, you go see the browse. You go call the laugh for WhatsApp and Instagram. Go even they send me message you no fit open. You not love me, eh? You don't load data when I know they.
Madam, no vex for got too much, eh? You forget to yarn you say, now my MTN app, they dash am the best data deals on MTN. Every time when you load data, pay 500 naira and get 2.5 gigabytes. Pay 6,000 naira and get 20 gigabytes instanta. Download my MTN app, put for phone without cover for Google Play Store and for the iOS App Store. Terms and conditions deal.
Baby, wake up now.
What happened again?
Oh yeah. Come show me how to buy data from my MTN app.
The latest. Joining me now is one of the main British.
When you hear the kick.
I really enjoy it.
Love it. I love it.
Outside the arena. Please have arranged 7 men before federal.
Doesn't matter what you like, you'll always find something to listen to.
Sports Radio 88.9.
Brila FM. Don't change the dial.
Just for you.
All right, welcome once again. We're back, and yes, once again on the show, match day, simply because it is actually match day. Matches will go down across different centers, going across different parts of Europe. World Cup qualifiers indeed very much underway. Africa also looking forward to that getting underway, of course, in the month of May. But then let's talk about those who have games later to look for today. Like I did say earlier, there's a trend on Poland. Poland, of course, our guest right there against England, 7:45 p.m. We'll, of course, be taking a look at that and other games that will be going on across different centers. So welcome once again. Yinka Oyedele is the name. Victor Hani is also right here. And, of course, on match day, we'll certainly be giving you the premise, the standings, stories about these games, corresponding odds to predictions as well, and the takes or picks as well as far as this game is concerned. While that is on, you can also feel free to simply juggle that, agree and disagree, pick games, and look for ways to actually get to make some money for yourself. So welcome, Victor, as well.
Yeah, thank you for that one. Let's quickly check out how things will be going. It looks like in Europe is where you have you find most of the action today. There are looks like yes, there are games right there, and we'll be taking a look at all of that. Let's go straight to the qualifiers. Yes, the World Cup qualifiers in Europe. Let's see, Armenia against Romania. Yes, two teams, of course, almost of equal strength, but okay, yes, they have done their best in the past, giving what they can give. Let's see what happens in this case. I'm thinking a 1.5.
A 1.5 for Armenia, Romania?
Yes, a 1.5.
Okay, let's take a look at the corresponding odds for that. Romania actually the favorites to win this tie by virtue of the odds as well. 2.04 for Romania to win. That's 2. The away side, the home team Armenia at 4.06. The full-time draws at 3.50 odds as well. Red Hot Armenia have won their first 2 World Cup qualification matches in what is their 99th ranked nation best ever start to World Cup qualifiers campaign. And of course, they've recorded 2-0 win, impressive one against Iceland, who are ranked for the 6th, and they will be hoping that they're able to continue their impressive run of form against Romania when they play later today. Romania currently on the standings, and Armenia are placed a second and fourth respectively. Armenia 2 wins in 2 like Germany, second behind Germany, of course, just on goal difference. And they are ahead of Romania, who are fourth with a win and a loss, 3 points difference separating both sides.
Yeah.
So Armenia are the underdogs, but then, okay, on 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
There's 2 goals to happen at 1.5 in that encounter. Yeah, feel free to try that as well, and that's actually giving you something 1.35 to 1.39 odds for an over 1.5 in that game.
Andorra, Hungary. Hungary straight win, or Hungary, a straight win for Hungary. Let's see. The odds here says 1.20. That's decent enough. Hungary, of course, they don't really have all of their guys on board, especially Dominic Slobosai, but they have been able to cope without him, and things are looking good for them. So a straight win for Hungary against Andorra.
Back-to-back defeats. Andorra have suffered, and they've considered 4 goals in the process. Hungary have a win and a draw. They should be winning. You give it a straight win?
Yeah, straight win for Hungary.
Okay, Hungary are the away team. Yeah, straight win for them is actually at 1.20 and 1.25 odds, depending on which of the platforms you're actually operating on as well. But then it's Andorra, the underdog, Hungary to win against Andorra.
And let's see, Denmark would be away to Austria. That looks another game that fans will want to see. I'm thinking Denmark to win or draw.
Win or draw Denmark, that's
yes.
X2.
Yes.
Denmark are the away team in this fixture. Austria are the home team. And look at that, 2.54 for Denmark, 3.20 for Austria. Denmark to win or draw is at 1.47 odds for a 1x. For an X2 rather, in this particular encounter, because Denmark are actually the away side. And they look at some of the things to factor in this particular game. Tabletop Denmark indeed will be open to continue the impressive run of form, and that should not stop against the team. They've won 2, they scored 10, they considered nothing, so they score goals as well. So while you consider Denmark to win or draw, you probably want to do a combo as well for Denmark win or draw over 1.5 to happen when they play against Austria in this particular fixture. And if you do that combo, you get something in the region of 2.57 odds as well.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yes, Bosnia and Herzegovina will be playing against France. A straight win for France. Yes, straight win for France.
Bosnia and Herzegovina against Le Bleu, the world champions. Indeed, highly expected to win when they play against the opponents as well. And let's take a look at the fixture. Once again, France would indeed be expected to win. 7:45 p.m. kickoff fixture. And the corresponding odds for this is 1.40 odds for France to win, 10.51 for Bosnia and Herzegovina to win against the French national team. A full-time draw is at 4.77 odds as well. That is how things stand. And they look at what the preparation look like for these two teams. Now 7 in succession without, winning at home, including failing to score in the last 4, where they drew 3 and lost 4. Bosnia have also failed to win at home on the last 8 occasions. So Bosnia's failure to win at home in the last 8 occasions would only mean France also been expected to take or continue to compound their woes and misery in that particular game.
Yeah, interesting one. Let's also look at the game between England and Poland. A straight win for England.
That's a game that is a trend for the 3 Lions of England. They've had back-to-back wins. For Poland, they have a win or draw. Poland would, of course, be missing the services of the main man forward. The man, Robert Lewandowski. So England should fancy their chance for this particular game. England, straight win?
Yes.
Okay, straight win England. In this particular encounter, let you know, we'll give you 1.31 odds, and for Poland, 12.00 odds as well. That is how it stands. So England to win straight in this particular game. Still checking out for more. World Cup qualifying fixtures on match day.
Germany against North Macedonia. The Germans to win, and
you're cutting between over 2.5 and over 1.5.
I'm looking at over 2.5 generally in the whole game.
Okay.
In the whole game, over 2.5.
Okay, Germany to win and over 2.5. I'll say Germany to win and over 1.5 somehow. Maybe 2-0, 3-0 scoreline, and they can actually go gaga. And that's something that the Germans really do know how to do. The Germanschaft North Macedonia.
Yeah.
Oh, not over 1.5, sorry. About 2.5 trillion. Germany will decision this team silly. So a Germany win is expected. Straight win for them at a 1.12. Don't do all there. If you do all, it's going to be very low. 1.12 straight win for Germany. And the 1.12 combined with an over would, of course, give it a substantial weight when you consider the odds given for this particular game, because North Macedonia are not expected to win any draw against Germany. A 30.00 odds for them to win. If they say F1 Jabalu, do you know the meaning of F1 Jabalu? A mosquito can cause plane crash. Do you know how it will happen? It's not as if it's mosquito that will collide with the plane crash. No. It's just the mosquito will disturb the pilot. Plane will just everything else
Yeah.
Okay. So if it only take mosquito, to take a plane crash for North Macedonia to beat Germany, so to speak, that's what we're simply doing without relational analysis there.
Yeah. Let's quickly move on elsewhere. The game between Greece and Georgia, I think Georgia, they have shown they were strong against Spain, and being a small country, sometimes they have these situations of not having seen situations of this nature before, and it was difficult for them to maintain that lead. At half time, they were leading against Spain, but the Spanish guys came back and 2 goals in the second half to win this encounter. I'm thinking Greece to win or draw.
All right, Greece.
It's going to be a tight game, but Greece to win or draw.
Greece, Georgia. It says Greece to win or draw. 1x.
Yeah.
That's the tips given. Tip given by Victor there. A win or draw. A straight win is at 1.85. A win or draw is actually at 1.25. In this particular encounter for Greece to win against Georgia. And a look at what the standings are. Don't forget while we give you the tips, we also let you the standings and to know the standings and the premise upon which these games are built. Greece have played a game, 1 draw
against Spain,
and that was against Spain.
Yeah.
And Georgia have lost the 2 games played against Sweden and against Spain as well.
Yeah.
So that you might want to say Greece should be winning the game against Georgia. Georgia are basement, Greece are third, Sweden and Spain occupy first and second respectively.
Let's from there go to Liechtenstein against Iceland. Yes, Liechtenstein against Iceland. 1.5 in this encounter for me.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.5.
Liechtenstein against Iceland, 1.5. He says that's the odds to consider in that particular game. And let you know for this game between Liechtenstein and Iceland, it is indeed 1.17 for Iceland to win against Liechtenstein's 27.00 odds. That's the corresponding odds for this particular fixture as well.
Yeah. And Lithuania against Italy. The Italians don't really score a lot of goals, and Lithuania can really be defensive. I saw their game against Switzerland. I thought the Swiss guys were going to have them for toast, but it turned out to be a tight game. A quick goal scored as early as the 3rd minute by Xherdan Shaqiri was all that game recorded. And against the Italians, I think Italy will win this one, but I think a win and under 2.5.
Italy away against Lithuania. Says Italy to win and under 2.5.
Yes,
okay,
that's
what it's given. Under 2.5. That's what Vic is given in this particular game. A look at the standings on the log. Certainly, of course, shows the Italians as the number 1 ranked team. 2 wins in 2. And the Lithuanian side have a defeat. Suffered, and 1 game have been played, so their second will get to know what they look like. The only game played that they lost was actually against Switzerland. Okay, and remains to be seen what their option or what it would look like when they play against Spain.
Moldova against Israel. 2 teams, not big names in football, of course, but Moldova. The last time they played, I think they played a game against. Was it? Yes, it was Sweden. Sweden who won that game against Moldova. Israel themselves, they played out a 1-0 draw against Scotland the last time, a 1.5 here.
Okay, a look at Moldova and Israel. Battle of not the strong sides. A World Cup qualification up for grabs. That should motivate these 2 teams to step up. A look at what the standings are for this group after 2 games. Israel and Moldova occupy 5th and 6th respectively. 1 spot automatically goes to the World Cup. The second spot goes through the World Cup qualifiers as well. And Israel and Moldova are still far from that. Just a point they have in 2 games played, a draw and a defeat. That is their scorecard as things stand. So Moldova, Israel, you always a pick on that?
Yeah, Moldova, Israel 1.5.
Over 1.5 might
yes,
go, of course, predicted by Victor for the Moldova-Israel fixture.
Let's go to San Marino, Albania. Yes, a 2.5 in this encounter. Albania were pretty resolute against their more illustrious opponents with the last time they played against England on Sunday. The English guys were only able to score 2 goals. And I'm thinking against the San Marino side, who are 72 odds on least favorites to win this game. 72 odds. I'm thinking a 2.5. Let's just leave it at a base level where the Albanians can win by up to 3 goals, or the game can produce 3 goals.
But for the opposition, if it was San Marino and another team, I'll tell you that that team, they've won. We just want to know the final score line. Correct score is what we don't know. But Albania themselves are not strong.
They are not. But they just
Albania
have a few decent players who can. I think overall the game can produce 3 goals.
San Marino have lost 5-0 and 3-0 respectively against England and Hungary. Remember, that is their scorecard, and that is how it stands. That is a group with England, Poland, Hungary, Albania, and with just that fixture against Albania, they will fancy their chance, especially Albania losing against England as well. It seems like they lost 2, they'll feel maybe they can do something. But then San Marino are the basement club, and your pick, San Marino against Albania.
The game to produce 3 goals.
Over 2.5.
Yes, over 2.5.
So over 2.5 for that fixture right here.
Okay, let's go to Scotland, Faroe Islands, straight win Scotland.
Before we go and of course I'll take a look at that. Let's go for a break. Okay. Where we come back, we'll continue to eat it with more right here on the show. Match day.
Yes. Welcome, guys. My name is Joe Boy, aka Joe Boy on deck, and you are listening to Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. We're there.
Good day, sir.
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm very fine, sir. Okay, see the job I don't bring and come.
Okay, everything.
Yeah, everything I did, sir, including the banner and the flyers.
Okay, let me quickly take a look at. Nice one. These flyers are sharp. Yeah, nice one.
Okay, I tell you before, say I go do you well. I don't change the people when I dey work with. Now I dey work with Brilla Press.
You know, I complained the other time. Even my boss complained about everything.
Now make me come change to Brilla Press. Now Brilla Press I dey work with now.
I can see everything. They are very sharp.
You don't need to tell me, okay, anything when you want print, carry and go Brilla Press.
Oh yes, Brilla Press. At Brilla Press, we guarantee you the best in quality printing with up-to-date technology. Our services include idea generation, conceptualization, design and production from cards, calendars, books, magazines, t-shirts, banners and souvenirs. Brilla Press is located at 150 Ikorodu Road at Deboale House, Onyepanu, Lagos. Call us on 070-8860-6282 or 070-8860-6252. For inquiries, email press@brilla.net. Our website is www.brillapress.com.
Brilla Press, on time, every time.
Hot, tender, fresh, delicious.
Oga, what's up with you? You've been so animated
Man,
since.
you won't understand. I'm just so excited. KFC keeps innovating the 5-in-1 meal combo. I'm spoiled for choice. Now I can choose between French fries or Yummy-licious.
Wow. Let's head to the nearest KFC for that 5-in-1 combo.
Enjoy a world of options with the 5-in-1 meal from KFC. Get the original Nigerian Yummy-licious in a mouth-watering combo with other amazing meals. Available at all KFC outlets nationwide. You can also order on Jumia Food. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Hello, good afternoon. How may I help you, please?
Yes, I would like to buy data to watch plenty videos. You know now, music, sports, in short, everything on YouTube.
What is your budget, sir?
As low as possible.
Well, how does 50 naira for an hour sound?
50 naira for 1 hour? Ha! Talk true!
Yes, with Glow YouTube plan, you can stream all your favorite YouTube videos for as low as 50 naira.
Hey, what do I do?
Simply dial *777# to get started.
Get the super affordable YouTube time-based plans from Glow and start feasting on your favorite YouTube videos for as low as 50 naira for 1 hour during the day and 50 naira for 5 hours at night. Dial *777#, select data, select social bundle, and select YouTube to choose the Glow YouTube plan that's just right for you.
Glow Unlimited.
Rage and storms could cost us a retraction, but not our passion. With every attack, we defend. Every dribble, we tackle. Every blind, we strike. And that's why for 2021, it's game on. IFL is back and better. Come cheer your school teams to fame and glory